Cuba. It's a country 10,000 miles away from where I am in Thailand, but here's a hotel that's trying to invoke the spirit of Cuba right here in Pattaya.
What?
The spirit of Cuban cigars, of Cuban rum, the revolutionary spirit of Che Guevara, of Fidel Castro, and also the wonderful bright colours and the architecture. Is that something that you can transport into Pattaya at just 1,000 baht a night, including breakfast, or 800 baht without breakfast? Well, let's go and find out. So I booked with Agoda in October 2023, and I paid for the deal that includes breakfast. And immediately you go inside, you can see how they've made this look like places in Cuba. The photographs on the wall, they're irresistible. Everyone's taking pictures of them. And my room was on the 4th floor, so there's an elevator up to the 4th floor, quick walk down the corridor, and then a key card to open the door. First impressions when you walk inside is quite a small room, and as other people have mentioned, it is quite dark in there. There is a balcony, but you don't get any real view or light from that. I do like the tiles on the wall, again they make me think about Cuba. The toilet is clean with a bum gun. Inside the bathroom there's a good strong warm shower. You've got some nice bath towels there. The bed is clean, comfortable and soft, definitely going to get a good night's sleep there. The air conditioning worked well, and there's also the added benefit of a ceiling fan. All the light switches tell you what they control, which is a great idea. There is a smart screen TV where you can watch Netflix and your favourite YouTube channel. What's in the fridge? Well, nothing apart from a space where you can store your 2 bottles of complimentary water. There is a swimming pool and exercise room in the hotel. I have to say the swimming pool is definitely on the small side. And I probably didn't show it at its best because it did start to rain at this point. The exercise room is also small, but it does have enough things to keep you fit. It's showing its age a little bit in truth, and those dark walls make it look slightly uninviting for someone who doesn't like exercising like me. From the 4th floor you can get a nice view down into the courtyard, and that again shows that with the buildings they've got, they have made the architecture look like old colonial style. And one of the highlights is definitely, well, happy hour, and then the cocktails and drinks that they serve, which are again inspired by Cuba. The bartender definitely looked the part in his uniform, and certainly gave the impression that he knew exactly what he was doing and mixed up some great cocktails. And before I forget, the hotel is pet friendly, as can be seen here in the cocktail bar. But as with any stay in Pattaya, part of it is getting out and about, and they do make it easy by providing a complimentary tuk-tuk service. So here I am. Normally I'm looking at a tuk-tuk that's not going anywhere, but tonight hopefully I'm being taken out on this tuk-tuk. The good thing about this hotel really is they run tuk-tuks all day. They start early in the morning, and this is the last one of the day. It's due to go at 7 o'clock. Okay, it'd be great if they ran through the night, but even at 7 o'clock I'm going to go out and get a bite to eat and a drink, and then the night is young. This basically goes to 3 places. It goes to Central Marina, it also goes to Terminal 21, and then it goes to Central Festival on the Beach Road. So really, if you got off at one of those, you're straight onto the Baht bus route, and there's plenty of things to keep you occupied. So good morning, and it's time for breakfast. Breakfast is served from 7:30 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. I got down there at about 9:30. You only pay about 200 baht extra for the breakfast to be included. That's for 2 people. So I wasn't expecting too much. But the breakfast is buffet style, and the first job was to get some hot coffee. And they do have a proper coffee making machine with some rather beautifully coloured mugs. Nice big mugs as well, which I like. The only trouble is the coffee machine gives you about half a cup of coffee. In terms of the buffet itself, there's a spread of both Western and Asian foods. It's not something that's going to really excite you. You've got ham and chicken sausage. Also, one thing that I don't particularly like is all of the eggs are pre-cooked. There isn't an egg station here where you can get your fresh scrambled egg, which you might know is what I like. But I did wait for them to replenish the omelettes, and I went for one of those. The Asian food did look good actually. They had green curries, they had rice porridge. One of the best bits actually was the fried potato, which was quite delicious. There were standard breads that you can put into the toaster. I didn't see any croissant or different styles of bread. The salad and the fruit was well kept in a refrigerated glass-fronted fridge. Seems like even some of the guests are dressing Cuban style. I don't think I got the memo about that. And there is my breakfast. It was okay. A couple of other things to point out. There is a car park on the premises and you can also park out front, but that parking is limited. And this was a time when it was coming up to a holiday weekend and there's only room for about 15 to 20 cars. I always like to check on the accessibility of a hotel, and I have to say that despite having an accessibility friendly lift, this one does leave a little bit to be desired. I should point out for longer stays they've got a banner outside which says they do weekly, monthly and longer stays, and there are the prices that they're advertising. There was free Wi-Fi throughout the hotel. I found it a bit spotty at times, but it did work. So it's time to check out on day 2, and certainly they've provided the Cuban weather today. It's absolutely baking. So what do you think about this hotel? I think it's going to appeal to those people who want something that little bit different in the centre of Pattaya, and they have managed to invoke the spirit of Cuba in some ways here. The colour scheme, the cocktail bar, the pictures around the place. Although the colour scheme does make it a little bit dark and some of the rooms are a little bit small and those windows don't really let in enough natural light in my opinion. But when you listen to the music that's played throughout the hotel, when you see the people dressed in their Cuban uniforms, it does make you think about a place 10,000 miles away, and yet really we're in the centre of Pattaya, just off Central Pattaya Road. 1,000 baht I paid including breakfast. I'd say the breakfast was on the average side, but nevertheless it did the job. Just over 800 baht at the moment if you don't include breakfast. And with this location you also have the benefit of the tuk-tuk, which takes you out from 9:30 in the morning through to the evening. Anyway, what do you think? I'm going to continue my struggle to find you the perfect hotel. La luta continue, and have a look at some of the ones that are on screen right now. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment with your thoughts on this hotel below. See you again very soon. Bye bye for now.